What's up, guys? Dorka Corvo here, and today we are becoming lawyers. That's right, I have officially enrolled in law school, and I'm going to... No, I'm kidding. I don't have time for all that. No. Today, we are playing the Pheonix Wright Attourney series. Now, I've played these back on the DS, and they were some of my favorite games to play ever. So let's test it out. Let's see if I still got my detective sense. I'm a Libra, so that says I usually have a good sense of justice. So my wife says, anyway. How would you like to get caught? That is an ugly mole. You could tell by the shine how raised that damn mole is. Ugh. Like, it needs a little hair coming out. I thought there was voice reading, but not, so I'm up to it. Boy, am I nervous. Right. No, never my bad. Mia's more of a sultry woman. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Pheonix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? In real life court, wouldn't that make you completely ineligible to be his lawyer? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I know, I gotta give him an edgier voice. It's Butz. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The principal responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the Butz. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Me too, man. Me too. But I know better than anyone he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh. Hands shaking, knees weak, mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant. Pheonix Wright. The defendant is me, right? Right? Have you completely lost your mind? The defendant's the person on trial. You're his lawyer. Right. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you? I've always loved this humor in the Pheonix Wright games. Sorry, I'll pretend I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask one more. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. This is a murder trial. What's the victim's name? Whew. I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report over to cover multiple times. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Pheonix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. Oh, I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it any time. It's Cindy Ooh, I like those bangs, though. I gotta get my wife's opinion on those bangs. Those look awesome. Remember to check it often. Mr. Wright, who is the victim? The victim is Cindy Stone. Correct. What was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first question for the prosecution. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. And was found lying next to the floor, next to the victim. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Evidence is the only ammo you have in court. I always liked this style of tutorial. It gives you that tutorial while not really making you feel like an idiot, because it's literally your character's first time. So it's literally like she's explaining everything to the character, which is what I love. Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yeah, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? questions are irrelevant to this case. That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue. What was the voice? Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Because I don't remember the original voice I used for him, even though I did it 30 seconds ago. I believe the victim's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Tell the truth. She wasn't home, man. It's like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, my victim was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry. He left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. Find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. I already know exactly where it was. I saw it. I didn't play this one when I was a kid. I only played, I forget which one it was. It was the one with where you had the thing where you had to defend the dolphin or the killer whale. I forget which one it was. And there was the pirate song. Oh, I love that one. There we go. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe, Mr. Sawit. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? I remember now. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off. I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a tape program. Already found another contradiction. This is why you don't lie, people. And objection again. How? If there was a blackout, was she watching television? The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I didn't hear. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. It must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. You mean this murder weapon? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness states, it's indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, his pure testimony is correct. Yes, I do. The only weapon way you could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment. Prove I went in there. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned in your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound that witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely his clock. Fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ugh! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. Try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. While me saying like the clock is running 3 hours slow proves nothing. How do you know I was running 3 hours slow on the day of murder? I do have something. Only thing that would constitute a time difference. You treat my criminal! You lawyers are all slime! That's because you are a criminal. Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Don't waste time down the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Why was the clock 3 hours slow? Maybe because she was in potty? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let him have it. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Passport! Victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof for you, Mr. Watt? Or should I say, Mr. Did It, instead of Saw It? I always loved it. The reactions they give are the best. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your, witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone completely complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. I promise it will not be this easy for the trials going forward. At this point, there's only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do the dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Again, those bangs! Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find, and whoop-bam! Or as George Lopez would say, whoop-pow! Whew. Still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent. Harry Butz. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? From me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that just make you wanna cry? Harry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she got quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometimes, maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright. I'm going to call it there for the day. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. We managed to enter the court of law and even save Mr. Butz's life. You might even say we saved his butts. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to keep this series going. If you want to see more, you're here on the channel. Check out my other videos. And I'll see all y'all beautiful people in the next video. Caw-caw!